Hey everypony, it's Brandon the Brony Pony here. Um, so basically, I know you're probably thinking, um, why haven't I gotten a Switch 2 yet? Well, the thing is, I have gotten a Switch 2. The thing is, I was supposed to get one yesterday, last night, but it was a nightmare trying to buy one off of Walmart, and it's a long story. Like, I went completely nuts. Like, I went completely psychotic because I just was like freaking out and panicking that I couldn't get one. And then today, on launch day of Switch 2, it turns out that my aunt was able to uh, find one off of Sam's Club because I had her go to Sam's Club last night, but they were out of stock. She got an ad for food and she clicked on it, and she saw that the food was out of stock, and she had a thought in her mind she should check the Switch 2. And luckily, lo and behold, she checked the Switch 2 and it was in stock. So she quickly added it to cart and bought it, and with my savings, and bam, I'm getting one. June 13th, next week. Could get it sooner though. So I'm not unboxing a Switch 2 today. As you can tell by the title, I'm unboxing, as you know, the GameCube controller for Switch Online. Originally, I was going to do an unboxing of this alongside my Switch 2 and the Pro controller, but I figured I should have a Switch 2 related video out on launch day. So while it isn't the Switch 2, I'm sorry, but it will be the Switch 2 NSO Pro GameCube controller. And yeah, I'm gonna probably use it on PC for like Dolphin until I get my Switch 2. But yeah, I'm really excited to use this for GameCube on Switch Online. But until then, I'll use it on Dolphin and whatever else I can think of. But I'm gonna be unboxing this today, and then a week from now, maybe sooner, if it comes sooner, I'll be unboxing my Switch 2 and my Pro controller. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, without further ado, let's get this thing open. I want to try and open it without messing up the box. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to attack this thing. I think I got it. Oh, I got it. Oh, I'm stupid. It had a full flap. I don't want to ruin the box, so yeah. Because I want to keep this box. This is a really nice box. Nintendo makes really good boxes. Okay, there we go. Got the controller. Sleeve. Pulling it out. And honestly, it feels just like I remember from my childhood. Feels just like an original GameCube controller. It's got the analog triggers. Hopefully the analog triggers work on Dolphin. That'd be awesome if they did. Or even on Switch Online. I will say the analog triggers feel a little bit different than they did on GameCube. They don't feel like as springy. They feel more like modern ones. But that's not a deal breaker. And the Z button definitely feels like the original Z button, where it's kind of like a very hard press, where you have to it's like a very very subtle press. So, and they got a chat icon, they got a home button, they got a capture button, ZL even, start button, no select button, but it definitely feels exactly like the original GameCube controller. Like, the only difference is maybe the texture of the texture of the controller itself feels a little bit different than I remember. So they did slightly change the texture of the build, the shell. They changed the texture of the shell. And honestly, I hope that they make this in like silver, black, or orange, because I would love to get one in orange or even silver. I hope they make other colors, because if they do, I'll buy another one that's like orange, because I've always wanted an orange GameCube controller, or even a silver one. I love silver. Silver is my favorite GameCube color. Like, silver is just so cool looking. Don't get me wrong, blue is my favorite color, and a lot of people mistake this for purple, but it's actually blue. It's indigo. But silver has always been my favorite. I've always wanted a silver GameCube, but I never owned a silver GameCube. I only owned a black one and an indigo one. But I always wanted a silver GameCube. Like, that was what I always wanted. I had an indigo GameCube after years, many years after I had my original black one. But oh, I remember now. I had a silver GameCube when I first got my GameCube. I had a silver one, and then it got smashed when I was playing it too much. My mother's boyfriend smashed it. Ex-boyfriend smashed it when they were still together, and that my first GameCube was a silver one. Yeah, and then I had a black one years later, and then that one just stopped working, and then I eventually got an indigo one. No, wait, did I ever get an indigo GameCube? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. But honestly, I would love to have an orange GameCube. Like, those ones are so cool, but they're Japan only. But if they made an orange variant of this, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I would buy every color. If they made every color of this, I would buy it. But indigo is good because it's classic. It's the classic color. The classic color. But I swear, if they ever make variants that have the silver, indigo, silver, black, and orange, I'm snagging those. You can bet. I'll pay for it again. Yes, I'm a Nintendo Switch Online membership. I bought this directly from Nintendo. I have been a consistent Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack subscriber ever since the expansion pack released. And I've been subscribing to Nintendo Switch Online ever since Nintendo Switch Online released. I've never once canceled, never once let it end. I've always renewed it, and I upgraded to expansion pack as soon as it came out. So I am a loyal online subscriber, so I deserve this GameCube controller for being such a loyal online subscriber. But, yeah, I'm hoping to test this out with PC. Let's see if it comes with a wire. I don't know if it does. Oh, it does. Okay. Silly me. Yeah, it comes with a USB. It's a USB-C wire. So let's open that up. So I was rambling on about GameCube and my memories with GameCube, but I grew up on GameCube, man. I'm like a mid to late 2000s kid, so I grew up on GameCube. I'm mostly an early 2000s kid at heart. So let's do this twist tie. I just have to cut it. Where'd the scissors go? The scissors go. Oh, here they are. There you go. Alright, got the twist tie off. And now that is the USB-C adapter. So it will work on PC, but I'll have to plug it into my USB-C port. Which is fine, because I'm not using my Shure MV7 Plus anymore. Yeah, I'm selling my Shure MV7 Plus because it gave me problems, and yeah, it was not that good of a mic. Hopefully whoever I sell it to will make better use of it than me. But I can plug this into the USB-C port on my PC, which I do have, and I can use it on Dolphin. So I will be testing this on Dolphin later. But I think that's about it. This is the controller. Buttons. So feels really good. Feels just like the classic feel. Feels just like how I remember it. Not exactly how I remember it, but close. Very close. The C-stick feels like how I remember it. The joystick feels like how I remember it. Just the D-pad feels a little bit different than I remember. It was more mushy on the original game controller. But other than that, like, that's not a deal breaker because I think the D-pad is actually improved the original D-pad on game controller because I don't know if the machineness of the original was that great, but for the most part, it definitely feels like an OG game controller. They recreated it really well. So, and I don't. Now, actually, now checking the LR triggers, they actually do feel a little bit like the original LR triggers. Yeah, I don't know if they're analog triggers though. I'm not entirely sure on that. If anyone knows if these are analog triggers, anyone that's used this on Switch 2, GameCube, NSO, if there are any games that support analog yet that are on the service, I don't know because I don't know if it supports analog. If there are any games that support analog that are currently up to 3 games, because I have no idea because I haven't played any of those games except for Soul Calibur. Let me know in the comments below if the analog triggers actually do the original function of the GameCube. Because if they don't, then I don't know how they're going to handle Mario Sunshine. That's coming to the service. So hopefully, fingers crossed, these do actually have analog functions. I imagine they would, because and that's probably why it's so easy to get these on Nintendo Store, because they probably provided like a lot of stock for these, because you basically need the analog triggers to play certain games, and without that, you can't. Basically, Mario Sunshine is unplayable because if you don't have the analog triggers, Mario will stop while running, while squirting, stop running while squirting, and you can't chase Shadow Mario. So I mean, you can technically shoot him, but it's a lot harder. It's a lot more difficult. It makes the game a lot more difficult. So I'm not gonna play Mario Sunshine because it's way too hard for me. But I'm waiting for the Mario Party games to show up. Those are the games I care about. Once those games get added, I'll still keep Dolphin for like mods and stuff, but like once that happens, I will never play Mario Party on Dolphin again because I'll have it on NSO. So please, Nintendo, add Mario Party 4, 5, 6, and 7 to NSO. Please, I'm begging you, Nintendo. I know they won't see this video, but still, yeah, if they could add. But yeah, this feels really great. Anyway, that was my unboxing of sorry, something came up. That was my unboxing of the Switch 2 GameCube controller. So stay tuned for the Switch 2 unboxing. And fun fact, my first ever video on this channel was a Nintendo Switch unboxing, so we're going to be going back way to the beginning, the origin of the channel. I know if a lot of people you know that, but my first ever unboxing I ever did on this channel was a Nintendo Switch 2, no, Nintendo Switch 1 unboxing back in 2017. So we've come a long way. I'm going back to the very start of the channel by unboxing the Switch 2. So yeah, and there may or may not be a little skit in that unboxing. I'm not going to reveal what it is, spoilers, but I might do a little bit of a skit in that unboxing video. But I should be getting it next week. I'll be a little late to the party, but that's fine because, you know, everyone is currently unboxing their Switch 2s right now. So I'll be a little late to the party, but nothing I can do about that. I'm still getting my Switch 2. I just have to wait a little longer. But anyway, stay tuned for that video. I will premiere it. I'm not going to premiere this video, but I will premiere that video. So stay tuned. Alright, talk to you later. Brandon Bunny out.